some people, if you are not aware of the ability to observe, you take your life to be just your person and your present state of mind or whatever it is, your world will still feel like that's all there is. And you won't know that there's more than that until you begin to experience from a deeper place in which this state is watchable. And as soon as you begin to wake up to the potential in you to be fully awake, the forces of darkness, I'm going to call it darkness for now, they are going to raise their game. And it is as though it will come to sabotage your possibility of waking up. And you may feel, whoa, why is this happening when I have seen clearly that I am not these things? Why do they keep playing? They keep playing because you must keep exercising your powers of discernment to overcome their voice and their influence in you. This is what this existence primarily offers you. It is a play of transcending. Another word for transcending, you may say, is growth or evolution, an evolution of consciousness. I prefer and like the word, not to replace others, but I like transcending, because each time mind comes to hold your attention into the position of personhood, and you can see from the deeper place of conscious presence and witnessing, it is as though you rise above the influence of those lower thoughts. It is as though consciousness creates the sense of a problem to experience transcending it. I don't know another reason. Even as I'm speaking now, there are energies within you that is in resistance to what I'm speaking. You may feel yourself falling asleep. You may feel that you want to go to the toilet or to go out and to do all these things, some restlessness. But you do not need to identify with them, nor to fight them. Just stay aware. The power of this Sangha and of these pointings is that I have not set you up to say, look, if you continue listening for the next 6 months, if you give me 3 years of your life, I will do this. I am not making any promises to you, because I may not be in my body in 3 years for you to know. But I am here now. And the truth is now. It will be also tomorrow. It has always been as it is. But now you are becoming aware of this. I don't need 3 weeks to tell you. I can tell you now. But it may take time for you to deepen and to stabilize in what is being revealed in you. Do you understand this? Yes. And if there is a practice, this is the practice. The truth does not need the practice. But the one who feels I am on my way and getting there, that conviction, that identity of a seeker, will feel, yes, I understand, I'm getting closer and closer. And you will forget that you were in the place where you can confirm, I am not traveling, I am here. And this you will continue to confirm. And as you confirm, your powers will widen and deepen. Powers meaning to remain as the self initially until it becomes effortless, that you recognize, but I've always been here. Why to remain? I cannot leave. Why speak of remaining? This would be your practice. And some will come to their ultimate seeing in a shorter space of time than others. I will only tell you, for as long as you have strong relationship with your personhood identity, to that extent it will feel like my words feel more distant to you. The more you see that this personal identity, it's not real, it's only real in your projections, and that you are able to witness them, again the expansiveness comes. You begin to see from time to time when you're pulled into the state of personhood, you're in a contracted state, you're in a claustrophobic world, and you'll recognize it more easily, because in that moment you'll be able to watch, I am not trapped in the bubble of any scenario or any identity, because I'm the witness of it. So I am happy that I'm able to share these things, because as I said, there is a force that wants to come and to really distract your attention from this. I have known of this force for a very long time. I have seen its operation. It is playing in the minds of many people who come to satsang. But you can overcome it, because you are not it. This voice speaks into the ears and the mind of mankind, but it cannot speak into your heart. That which tries to delude you cannot delude you from your heart. It can only go to the mind. And because we have largely been wired in some ways and conditioned to give so much attention to our mind, I said one time to you that none of this confusion and delusion would have been possible if the mind did not have the ability to imitate the heart, to imitate the truth. You may say, but why does it happen? It's God's game, God's Leela. I call all that functioning when we are you and me and this and that and him and that and low and high and God and demons and hell and heaven and all of this game of life. It felt to me like this is the theater of consciousness. And we each are in this theater for a time. But as soon as you begin to observe, not the things that are out there in front of your eyes, but where you are looking from and who are you looking as, space opens in you again. And you will know that that is true, because you will become happier, more spacious, more peaceful, more open, less afraid. Is it helpful what I have shared with you? Yes. I am only reminding you of what deep down you know, but it appears you have forgotten and imagine that you are separated from. But you can never be separated from that which I've pointed you to discover. You can only dream you're other than that. And this is why the term awakening is so appropriate. And there are forces operating within ourselves and outside that wants to break your attention from this simple fact, because it is simple. There are other parts and ways that involve the ego and invites the ego to participate on the journey, and he's happy to participate because he likes to feel, yes, I'm getting this, I can do that, and I can do this, and so on. But here from the outset, I've shown you, you do not need him. And this is why all this fight is coming for you. All this fight. I have not shown you something that I merely ask you to believe, but to see, to look and to see and to confirm and to know. Can you see from what I'm speaking? You will have the sense, I came to this place of seeing, but I am back again in my mind. The next day, I am back again. I left that state. And that which leaves or appears to leave and have become the person again, I want to know if it is really you. If you are this that you have seen and are seeing, and you say you did not create it, and it cannot go, it cannot even grow, it is just consistently pure, but it is not an object. It is not an object. It has no form or no shape, no size, no weight. How can you perceive that which has no size and no form unless you also have no form? You are the formless with form. But your form is in time. But your formlessness is timeless. I wonder if you can know this, accept this, or verify this through direct experience. It will take time to become timeless. It's not even that you become timeless. It will appear as though you were time and you became timeless. It is fine. We don't need to go too much into the fineness of words unless it is necessary. And for this direct pointing, you see, I want to tell you something. This is a new phenomenon, no? Because what this path, you say, is a very high path and very rare for thousands of years. It is rare. Not long ago, one who is seeking the truth will have to spend up to 12 years in the presence of one who knew this. It was customary in this country that you would spend at least 12 years serving, cleaning garden, making cups of tea, absorbing the atmosphere of a saint or something, to be slowly being prepared in invisible ways that you may be able to assimilate this pointing. It was not for any and everybody. And now in our modern times, we have no patience for 12 years. The consciousness has opened another way. But I don't know if more beings are waking up because of the accessibility of internet. Punch enlightenment, punch God, punch absolute, punch even nothingness, and he will give you some idea. Okay? And we are very much information crazy. But information is not truth. And truth is not concept. It's not some holy, guarded cluster of sacred concepts, because truth is spirit, and you are spirit and truth. But you take yourself to be merely body-mind functioning, which are functionings. The truth is not a functioning, but it causes functioning to be. And it pervades all that appears. I want to tell you something, because I have noticed and heard that there are the forces that people are saying many things, stupid, really ridiculous things, and it is nothing new. I grew up in a place where I had my picture of my parents are here. I grew up in such a loving way. I lived with my father from I was born until he passed away when I was about 12 years old. 1954, 1962 is what? 8 years I lived with my father, very lovingly. And I grew up in such a guarded and protected way. I never knew anything of hatred and lies until I started sharing satsang. I never knew it. I always felt if people say things or these voices, there must be truth in them. I never knew it. But I came to know about it. And initially, things that were said were so painful, so nice little boy, it was so painful. I felt crushed, but I was not crushed. And over the years, I've come to see that they've grown. As much as the teaching became more pointed, the more these forces come. And it's the same force that is in you, and it is in me, and it is in every living being. And they have grown, these voices. You see? And it's nothing true about them. And they continue, and they want your attention. They want it in here, and they want it in here. But they underestimated the power of the Sangha, because this is not a Sangha of just believers, but of ones who are in the direct experience and can stand in the authority of their experience. And I have not come here in my own strength. I have not come here in my own strength. I spoke to Father and I say, if it is your wish to take me off this stage, right now, I don't need an appointment. I am happy because I've always been nothing. If you wish to take me, but I will do everything to protect this Sangha. I know who I am, and I know who you are, not different from me. But to know this with certitude, you must be clear inside your heart, and I've not given you a place to doubt, but to discover. I have not asked anyone, come and love me and stay with me. Your heart will guide you. Don't let your mind disguide you or misguide you. Okay? Because there are forces, they want your attention, they want your finger on a button and things like this. But if you follow what I speak, you are free. You are free. And you are rescued from death into timelessness. This is what my Father told me. That's why I'm here with you. I may not be here for long, but while I'm here, I tell you, you are the freedom that I am and the truth that I am. You're free to be free and you're free to be bound. Don't feed these voices in yourself or these voices that are functioning in the world. Come home. Use your abilities, your discernment to stay in the truth that you're finding. And this will be your 40 days and 40 nights in your wilderness. Because anyone who will find the truth, you will be tested, and this testing is good. Nothing comes to your life to make you just fail. Even if someone were to try and curse you, by itself it cannot make you fail. It cannot make you fail. It can only make you fail if you hold on to the identity that you are not. I did not come here to help you to upgrade your existence only, although that will happen, but to show you your timelessness and the purity of God who is within you. For this reason, I'm here with you. And that blessed, I said, is the one whose life is the evidence of the truth. Because the truth, Papaji used to say, will not uphold and support an arrogant mind. you continue, because it is enough what I told you to confirm yourself in the truth. That is all.